Good morning, guys. We are not in Pennsylvania. We traveled all the way down to North Carolina to go ahead and buy more crypto mining equipment to help me expand my home crypto mining farm. But we're gonna need a U-Haul. It's the only truck.
The one they have in stock.
Oh my word, that's the only U-Haul they have.
Jesus.
All right, guys, we made it to U-Haul, picked up our truck, and look who we found along the way. So we're actually gonna be buying a handful of things from Tech Hustler here. Let's go back to his place and pick things up. All right, so I think for the next few days, we're gonna nickname our U-Haul truck here, Old Betsy. Taking a look inside, plenty of room. What do you think we're buying from Tech Hustler? Leave some comments directly down below. Let's head over to his shop to pick up one of 3 items. All right, guys, we are here at Tech Hustler's bike shop and storage, and let's step inside here. This is the Bike Emporium, is what I would like to call it.
Yeah, the bike hoarder.
The bike hoarder. So what are we picking up today, and why are you getting rid of it?
All right, well, this is the C2 home immersion kit, and I had a lot of plans. We were gonna do a big build out, but my electric is just way too much. I've been moving around. I started off at 10 cents, then I moved once and it went to 12 cents, and right now we're at 14 cents.
Yeah, it's not
so
even
really
bad.
nothing is profitable. You know, I'm looking for a new location, but it's just gonna be too long.
Yep.
And this stuff is already sat here for too long, so someone
Yeah, you can
needs
tell by the
to
boxes.
use it.
These boxes look like they've seen better days for
Yeah.
sure. So it's the fog hashing C2, fits 2 units,
Yeah.
and uses about 600 watts total before you actually run your miners. All right, cool. Let's get them in the truck. All right, before we go ahead and load up everything in the truck here at the shop, I want to give a huge shout out to today's video sponsor who sponsored this entire trip. Thank you to PowerPool. If you guys are in the market for a pool that is very community driven, and I'll explain why, go over and check out PowerPool. I'll leave a link directly down below. I use them for all of my Bitcoin and my script miners. Check this out. 1% pool fees, 0% conversion fees, and 0% withdrawal fees. And a portion of that fee that they charge, that 1%, goes to charity. How about that? Definitely built entirely around miners and for miners. Guys, go check out PowerPool directly down below. Thanks again to them for sponsoring this trip and this video. All right, we're at Tech Hustler's place here out back, and let's see exactly what is number 2 that we're picking up.
This is the, what is it called? The upstream data black
Upstream
box?
black box.
Yeah.
Ta-da!
There it is.
So what exactly is this thing?
Got a little kitty cat up here.
Oh, I see that.
So this is a Bitcoin mining box that, well, for me, I wanted to keep it outdoors.
Yeah.
So you can mine Bitcoin in here with 2 of the larger miners. Well, I guess the standard size miners.
Yeah,
these
now,
days. That's how long I've had this.
How long you think? 3 years? Longer? 5?
More, probably like 4.
Really?
years.
Okay.
And yeah, so you can keep your miners in here. It'll keep things quiet, and it circulates the air.
Yep.
As long as the ambient temperature isn't too bad. So.
Yeah, from what I've read on it, so it has your intake on this side here that you can actually pull that out and clean it out. And then what you do is you actually lay 2 of your ASIC miners in here, and this actually acts as an intake channel. So it's pulling air through the intake side. And when the lid is down, it then forces the air through the ASICs that you sit here, and then exhausts it out this side. It actually uses acoustics and the bouncing of the angles of acoustics to hit the wall and actually goes downward. And then there is an exhaust vent on this side. And the nice thing is, it's hard to see, but at some point once I get this home, I'll show you guys, there is a little lever door in the bottom that you open up during the fall and winter months, and it takes some of that exhaust and recirculates it back through. And the entire thing is meant to run outside. And the whole point of it is it contains the heat, and on top of that, the noise is supposed to be about 80 dB, and it cuts it down to about 53 dB. So it allows you to run this. So I'm actually going to put this behind one of my sheds with the whole goal of, as I get units into tests from manufacturers that I'm not keeping long term, I don't have to flop them over to a Shroud inline fan system, and I can just put them right in this box and run them in the box. All right, Tech Hustler, so tell us about this Porsche, because this isn't a normal everyday Porsche Cayenne.
Well, you know, I had the Bugatti, but the roads here are a little bit bad. So I picked up a Porsche Cayenne. I've wanted one of these for years. The only reason I took so long to pull the trigger is because they're very expensive to work on. A lot of things fail. But once you fix all those problems and invest a lot of money, you should only have little problems from then on. But anyways,
yeah,
this is a 2008, what is it, GTS.
Okay.
So it's the big naturally aspirated V8. It's been lifted. It's got this full kit on from Eurowise. They're out of Charlotte, North Carolina. They did the rims, the kit, the exhaust, everything.
Yeah.
It used to have a tent on top. Looking for a new one. Yeah.
Sick.
For my adventures.
Cool.
Yeah,
Thanks for sharing it with us.
Thanks, Bitcoin.
All right. So the last thing that we're picking up from you is?
This is the Antrac V1.
Okay.
This is a pretty big deal. Now, there was a time I was going to put in a pool over here, and I was going to use this to heat it. So, if I can open it, there we go. So this will hold 4 water-cooled Bitcoin miners, the Antminer S19, S21, or the S23 Hydro.
Okay.
And not only is this a self-contained unit, but like I said, you can use the exhaust hot water from the Bitcoin miners and heat anything, up to 450 square meters, which is more than my house. So pretty crazy, pretty crazy. Unfortunately, plans fell through, and once again, 14 cents per kilowatt hour just really isn't worth it right now. So
cool. Let's pull it out a little bit and we'll take a closer look. All right, cool. So here's exactly how it works, guys. So you take your hydro miner and you sit it right here, and you actually have the actual water block. Now, this doesn't actually use water, it uses a glycol mixture. And so how it works is you actually have 2 different lines. You have your cold and your hot side. And so your cold side actually will plug directly into the miner. It's meant to accept these, and it will pump a cold mixture into that, and the liquid goes over the water block to cool the actual ASIC. Well, right off the other side, you have the hot side, and that's going to get pumped into this side here on the right-hand side. So the way that it actually works, if you follow this around, is the hot side is this metal tubing that you see up through here, pumps up, and then comes in actually the top of this radiator that you saw on that side. And then these fans actually blow air directly through it, right behind it. These fans aren't blowing air onto the actual miner. It's a shared radiator that they have. And then what happens is on this side is if you swing around, you can see the pumps actually, there's the pump for the hot side, and then the cold actually comes in and runs up through here. So here's your cold side on this side. So it just is a giant, it's a giant water loop system is how it works. Very similar to like your AIO systems on a CPU. It's just at a larger scale and supports 4 miners total. So I can't run this at home as it does require 3-phase power, but I do have some plans for it for the future. Good morning, guys. It is 6:30 in the morning and we are heading 8 hours up to Pennsylvania. Oh, and in the meantime, we have a hurricane coming behind us. This is gonna be fun. All right, guys, just got back. Let's open it up here. Was definitely not an 8-hour drive. What, 10? A little more? Yeah. Let's see how we made out in here. Oh, it looks pretty good. Nothing looks damaged. This strap came off a little bit here. A little loose, that one was.
Oh, yeah.
but the other ones look good, especially the big network rack. All right, I think we're good. We're gonna take the big hydro ant rack out and leave that here. We're gonna leave the fog hashing C2 kit here as well as the rest of the immersion kit, the dry cooler back there, and then we're gonna bring the black box over to the shed. All right, guys, we finally made it to our last destination here. We dropped off the upstream black box. It's currently 7 p.m. We left North Carolina this morning at 7 a.m. It was supposed to be a just under 8-hour drive, boatloads of traffic around Washington and the Baltimore area, but we made it back, and here we are. Super excited to dive into projects with these. I'm gonna share a lot of these with you guys over the next several weeks and some of the stuff I'm getting into. Other than that, that's it. I'm done. I'm ready to go home, get a shower, and go to bed. But huge shout out to the team over at PowerPool for sponsoring this video and the trip. Guys, please go over and check them out. I use them once again for all my Bitcoin and my script mining. I'll leave links to their pool directly down below. Other than that, guys, is gonna wrap things up for today. I'll see you guys next time. Take care.